Cunningham. Doncic passes to Jokic. Great D that time from Giannis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be.
Highlight reels tough from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Doncic with a screen on Brunson. Here's SGA. Knocks down the step-back J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first points of the game. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Giannis. Jokic defending. Giannis sets a screen for Brown. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Here's Jokic. It's good. And that's 10 points for Jokic.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Giannis a screen on Doncic. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Doncic outside. Back to SGA. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the way. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Cade Cunningham out there with Jalen Brunson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Brown in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Cunningham outside. And Brunson has it in the corner. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. And the West leads by 17.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Şengün's checked in for Julius Randle. To the left wing. Şengün kicks to SGA. Booker left side. That's good, and SGA with the assist. SGA's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Avdia against Brown, and stolen by Siakam. Cunningham dishes it to Antetokounmpo, and he gets it to go. That's 28 points for Giannis.
And you know what? He's been on the big stage, guys, and he's been at his absolute best.
And Greg, barring something unforeseen, I mean, I think we know who the All-Star MVP is going to be. He's already got one hand on that trophy.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Back to Brunson. SGA with the steal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Cunningham. The kick out to Brown. Back to Giannis, and stolen by Booker. Outside, Avdia. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson with some nice D.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
The screen from Brown. Antetokounmpo passes to Brown. Count it!
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Kevin Durant comes in for Şengün. And Doncic is subbed in for Booker. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. Misses the three. The East trail by 16. Stolen by Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Jokic. And he gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Jokic pulls it down. The West leading by 18. 1:43 left in the game. Doncic again, the West All-Star.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Strong move off the glass.
And the All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor, and it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's having, it's hard to envision anybody else winning it.
Here's Avdia, and stolen by Siakam. Antetokounmpo outside. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Now Randall. Şengün with a screen on Siakam. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Antetokounmpo. Şengün with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the West leads by 20.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
The presentation of the most valuable player. Here to present the trophy is NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. Let's hear for the All-Star MVP Award winner,